God, I'm in such a good mood. Nothing's gonna get me down. And you shouldn't let anything get you down either. Lipstick. Lipstick on my collar. Hello, I need to finish the chat off I did before, so whether people are watching or not, it doesn't really matter. I'm just vibing high as usual. More today, I don't know why, I'm just, well, maybe it's because I'm feeling the vibrations of maybe what day it is today, but in a good way, not their way. I say Happy Soul Day because it is about the souls. Halloween is more really about the ones who've passed over and celebrating their lives when they were in the physical, I believe. And that's what I was trying to say about Halloween yesterday. You know, if you celebrate it, I'm not saying don't celebrate, I'm saying remember, because some of us do, but some newer generations don't. They just think it's all to do with dressing up and getting sweets, and it's not. There's something behind it, like the Mexicans do, like we said yesterday, the Day of the Dead. You know, lost, I shouldn't say lost, past relatives, and, you know, what they called, ancestors and stuff. That's what it's about. Remembering, I like to put candles out and remember people in my family, you know, and whether I knew them or not. And also, someone commented today, they are doing it in a different way this year. We are remembering, if anyone's there, say hi, because I can't see anything, but I can see people there. Hi, remembering, you know, people that have passed over. I'm not going to say lost, because they're not lost. They're in just a different, they're in a different dimension. Hi, just because we can't see them doesn't mean they're not there. We can feel them. So, and you celebrate every day. It's not just on this day, but, you know, I won't talk too much about the others, as in the ones that use this to celebrate evil, but the others in our others that have passed over to a different place. You need to show them the love and remember that today. I know most of us do, but some of us forget. They're trying to take that away from the next generations to think that Halloween is something else, even though it can be fun, but something else, because you shouldn't, like what the Mexicans do, you shouldn't be in sadness for today, even though I am lighting candles. This has been burning since I got up today for the innocents, which I'm not going to talk about because I'm not giving those people, the evil ones, credit, but you know what I mean, if you're in the knowing of all that. For those people, did sit in the garden with a coffee this morning. See, some people might think I'm bonkers. I don't care. This is the way I do things. This is how I feel inside. Sat with a coffee, the candle. I was thinking about stuff. I actually wrote something down in my collage book about sending love and light out to these ones, because I believe the nasty stuff that's gone on that I'm not going to talk about, I think they do that to terrorise souls as well, that they can't find the light, if you know what I mean. So I was just sort of putting it out there that for them to go there. Wrote it down. I know it sounds mad. Wrote it down, and then I will collage over that, so I know that sort of intention is there. I've said it, it's there, but it's going to get pasted over. But it's still there, just because you can't see it. Just because you can't see it, I wrote it, doesn't mean it's not there when I paste over it. Do you get what I'm saying? So, I'm vibing high, reason being, sun's out. It's not too chilly, but, oh, it's on 17, but I cannot get that song out of my head. And people go on about emotions, and you shouldn't be upset about things. They want us to have no emotions. So yes, you should have emotions. You should. People who say, oh, this about your emotions, you need to harden up. No, I'm gonna sing. I'm gonna sing. I've made a bit of a song up, but I don't know the tune yet, but I'll do it at the end. Because I don't listen to music. I just make little songs up in my head. I had my son dancing this morning to this. He was laughing. The Jenny Hatch song, the Rewrite the Stars, I just love it. The more I listen to it, I'm like, oh my God, it just makes sense. I haven't even seen the film. Obviously, I know it's about love and stuff, but I don't know because I haven't seen it. But, you know, I'm just going to read a little bit of this song if you've not heard it. If you've not heard the song, please go on YouTube and just put Rewrite the Stars in. And, I mean, I've just been playing it around the house like, yes! Doing a bit of an Angel, if you know Angel off Mile High podcast. We just get very compassionate and excited, and emotions as well, because they want you to have no emotions. This is what it's all about. They want to take your emotions away so you have no empathy for things, as I keep saying. So, Rewrite the Stars. I think it's that Seth Afro, whatever his name is. You know who he is. I don't really take much notice, but Rewrite the Stars. I'm not singing it, writing it. I wrote a few little bits out. So, it's up to you. It's up to you. I can't remember the tune now. It's up to me. No one can say what we've got to be. Then she says in it, you think it's easy. There are mountains to climb. Da, da. And then she says, doors we cannot walk through. When we got, it said something about in the walls, high. And then she sings something about when we go outside, something like you'll wake up and see that it was hopeless after all. No one can rewrite the stars. She's saying this. He's saying we can. She's saying we can't. No one can rewrite the stars. It's not up to you. It's not up to me when everyone tells us what we can be. I mean, boom. Go and read the lyrics, please. And then it was, how can we rewrite the stars? It feels impossible. Is it impossible? Say that it's possible. How do we rewrite the stars? I mean, I keep saying this, the film, The Greatest Showman. Well, Trump's The Greatest Showman. This about what they're saying in that song, to me, if you go and put the song on with the words, I wrote poetry and possible lyrics for a song. Yeah, it's just, I'm starting to get into poetry. I've wrote a bit of a little song at the, yeah. And it says, it's like, to me, they're having a fight with each other. They love each other, but they can't be together because they've been told, you know, a bit like Romeo and Juliet, they can't be together. He's saying, we can rewrite the stars. He's saying, where is it? It's up to you. It's up to me. No one can say what we can be. No one can. They've tried to control us. That's what it's about. Control, again, telling you what you can and can't do. Even job-wise, you can't do this because you're not qualified in that. No, they make it like that. Like I was saying the other day about jobs and all that, but I'm not going back into that. All that sort of stuff. We're told what we can and can't be. We're told certain people you can't date or this, that, and the other. We're told you know, no one can say what we get. No one can say what we get to be, but they have been doing that. And then she's saying in her part, oh, we can't rewrite the stars. Oh, you know, this, that, and the other. It's this fight, isn't it? I just love the song because then at the end you can tell she's changing her mind, because then she says, it feels impossible. Is it impossible? Say that it's possible. How do we rewrite the stars? Guess what? We are rewriting the stars, if you know what I'm talking about. We are rewriting the stars. That's why that song is so... I have to play it in the morning now. It gets me so giddy. I'm like, da, 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 da. That's how you should be in the morning. It's about energy. Don't listen to... Do not set your day, put your intention off first thing in the morning, looking at the news with a load of cack on it. I'd like to say as well, you need to set your intention in good vibe and energy. You know those little blips that will come wrong? Like she said, there's mountains. There's doors we cannot walk through. Says who? You can climb them mountains if you choose to. You can walk through them doors if you choose to. The greatest doors to walk through are the hardest ones that people tell you not to. Because, you know... By the way, I'd just like to put out there before I go on again in a minute, Kanye, I was on somewhere yesterday, someone put out about Kanye saying that he's left the politics, because they were using him. Something about Candice and all that, and I was saying where, and they said on his Twitter. The Twitter I follow isn't the one that he put that out on, so I don't know. And I said I'd rather see it out of his mouth on video. Haven't seen it anywhere on video. So I was discussing it with my dad, and he said, oh, apparently that's what he said on his Twitter, but I've not seen a video of it. But... you see, I think, well, why does it matter about the political thing? Because he's not a politician anyway. He hasn't stepped down from supporting Trump, because that's what I think people are trying to report or going to try and say, that that's what he said, when that doesn't matter anyway. Hi. And also, and he was going on about Candice and, you know, the caps and that is designed. Well, you've got to remember, something said in a text, as I've said to people on here before, doesn't always come out the same when you're saying it on video. So until he says, I'm not saying he didn't say that, but I'm saying be careful how you think the way it is, and then people start doing the Chinese whispers where it ends up sounding like something else, because it's not on anywhere on a video. I'm not saying he didn't say that, I'm not saying he didn't say that on his Twitter. I'm saying sometimes something can look like something's been said to make you think something and it's completely different. But I guess we'll just keep watching this space, what happens there, because at the end of the day, he's got a lot of people hashtag walking away, especially in the black community, because I've just seen something go up today about Soros and what he quoted about black people and keeping them down and this, that and the other, and blaming white people and this, that and the other. So so, you know, don't jump on the gun straight away and be thinking, oh, this, that and the other, when we'll just wait for that one to come out. Because we all know they say stuff about Trump, oh, Trump said this, and he'll leave it a bit and then all of a sudden he'll come out and go, yeah, I said this, but it didn't mean that. You've looked at it in the wrong way. So we'll just see. They do that with Tommy over there, the same sort of thing. So, yeah, I'm just vibing high today because I can feel it in the air. Maybe it's because it's their Halloween today. I don't know if that's the Day of the Dead. I've got energies from, I don't know. So I was in the garden thinking about stuff, putting a bit of positivity out there for today, for the innocents as well. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean. And then this is what I'm like. People will think I'm mad, but I'm like, I don't care. That's why I share it with you. If I was bothered, I wouldn't say what I say and do what I do. And then I started writing this bit of a song. I'm going to make it into a song, but I'm going to try and sing it, but I can't because I've got the tune of Rewrite the Stars. I had a tune to this and it's totally gone, so I'm going to have to... Dolly, I sent you a couple of pics on Discord. Have a look when you are done on the live chat and let me know. I will. Where is it? I've got to try and think. I might have to say this. I've got that in my head, so it's not going to come out. It's something like, the light of love is shining bright, I can see it in your eyes. Keep on giving out light, everything's gonna be alright, everything's gonna be alright, everything's gonna be alright. We've got love on our side, we've got love on our side. Can't remember how the tune goes, and that's just the first bit of it. And the tune was better than that, but I can't remember because I've got another tune stuck in my head. But that was me bouncing around the kitchen this morning, listening to Rewrite the Stars, sat in the sun having a coffee, putting some positive energy out there and love. And then this sort of popped into my head. I thought, oh, I'm going to finish this off. I'm going to write a song. And then I thought, I'm going to start writing poetry as well. As you know, I've done one because that's what I'm feeling off my emotions. Because they tell you you shouldn't have emotions, that emotions are a bad thing. I've seen videos on this saying you shouldn't have emotions. It makes you work off things. Yes, it does. And that's how they use it. Because when they do cause and effect with things like 9/11 and all the other stuff we know about, you go into your emotions and act off it. And because it's a lie, we're acting off it in good intention because we don't like it. But then things have happened because, I can't explain this, but because cause and effect, because we said, oh yeah, we want to send our soldiers over there, whatever it is, and then they've gone for the wrong reason. They don't know they're going for the wrong way. You know what I'm talking about? They're trying to tell us that we shouldn't work, you need to feel your emotions because it doesn't come from here. You watch something on telly and you're thinking about it. You do get emotional, but you feel it from here. So I've been bouncing around this morning, like proper full of energy. My son came back, that's where I had to go before because he was at his nana's. He's dancing around with me because I had a Rewrite the Stars on and it was just great. Would you mind if I use some of your singing in my music? It will be done for... Oh no, not bothered. No, not at all. But when I remember the tune to that, and add a bit more to it, I'll sing it. Read on Joe Twitter, JFK Jr. serious Twitter account. Kanye served his country and deserves a silver star. His work is done and needs to get out now from midterm credibility. Thank you, Kanye. Exactly, thank you. Because people were saying, like I was trying to say to someone yesterday, I wasn't saying that he didn't say that. It's just he's supposed to have twittered on his Twitter, even though it's a different one that I follow, that he'd said that they've used him. You've got to remember, something said in words looks totally different. But we know it's totally different. So, and if Joe M's put that up. There you go. People don't seem to understand that, and he has done. And he's not a politician. He's done right for what he was saying because they brought him into the mainstream media because he was in the mainstream media anyway. And what he was saying about the plantation and all that stuff, we're starting to see now a lot of hashtag walks away. That's what he's saying. And if he was saying anything about Candice, which we all know Candice is a great woman as well, about designing or something, well, you know, you've got to be careful what you're listening to and the way you're sort of taking it in. So thank you. I will be checking that Twitter out because this is what people don't seem to get. So I've been bouncing around feeling very, very high in positive energy today. And later on, that's why I'm sort of doing a chat now, because I don't think I'll be doing it later on because people might be celebrating Happy Soul Day today, Halloween, whatever you want to call it, Day of the Dead, you know, doing the party things and all that. So my son was shouting out today because he got to the playground and was like, Happy Halloween, Happy Halloween. I mean, he's only little, he doesn't know. But as he grows up, I will be teaching him what the actual thing behind Halloween is, as in the good side of it, as in remembering about remembering about those who've passed over, relatives, friends, whatever, whoever, the innocents that we know about, all that sort of stuff, remembering. But in a good way, it should be a positive, celebrating their life while they were here, because they still have a life, but it's just in a different realm, dimension. They've passed means they've passed over. You know, that's how I see it. Some people might not believe that, but still here because you can feel it. I think Q is dropping it on the Joe M Twitter account today. He's put 58,000 sealed indictments. Sorry, I'm just buzzing today. I'm like, yo, yo, yo. Prayers, good vibrations needed this way, please, guys and girls. Just a quick blessing. Yes, yes, yes. Whoop. It's like that. Good vibrations. But I just need everyone, if you haven't listened to, I haven't seen the film, I really need to see the film, but if you haven't listened to that song and do it with You're Funny, it's probably what you're doing, mate. Who needs stuff like that when you get high on life? This is what people don't understand. Deary me. Don't do all that stuff, never have. So there you go. If you need it, then you're obviously dwelling in the down below business, as you might need to pick yourself up with something. I don't know. That's up to you. But if you haven't heard that song, I suggest you go and listen to it, but listen to it with people who say that sort of stuff. That's what I mean. You start talking positivity and you always get people that jump out the shadows shouting something. Just because you've mentioned something like high on life, then people come and put that in because there's nothing else they can say. They can't be positive, but that's up to them because they're in that sort of, their physical world's totally different to mine. They'd rather hate on people because you get that. If you're a positive person, you will always get that. So, you know, happy Halloween Day from Down Under. Hi! We have a huge Halloween. It's crazy. Yeah, I did a bit of a chat on Halloween the other day, but I hope people get what I was saying. I'm not saying don't celebrate it, but remember those who've passed. Like I said, they're still here. They're just in a, you can't see them. It's like, what did Spock say? I can't remember. I was thinking, I was going on about Star Trek. What was it Spock used to say? It's life, Jim, but it's not as we know it. Not as we know it. Not as we know it. It's like something like that, because it's not as we know it, and it doesn't mean because you can't see something isn't there. Like I just said, I wrote a sort of, I guess you call it a prayer intention here about today and past souls and stuff, and then I'm gonna collage over it. It's like an intention, a blessing there to put out, because I've read it out to me, you know, up there to myself. When that picture goes over, it doesn't mean it's not there. It's just because you can't see it because I've pasted over it. Prayers and positivity, exactly. Celebrate, but celebrate in a good way. As long as you're remembering about, you know, friends, family, ancestors that, you know, have passed over, because that's what today is about as well. It's not, I'm saying some younger generations get lost in the buying Halloween sweets, forgetting that what is the day actually for. And you know, pumping out positive energy as well for those, I want to say, evil ones that use their day-to-day for you know what. But I'm not going to concentrate on them because they're going down. So, like I said, if you haven't seen the Last night, Modon was interviewing the Q guy, Potters point out. Oh, was it? It was mentioned the election day and to be prepared with supplies if things go haywire, food, water, etc. Fuel. Yeah. Do you mean the the VIP guy that was with POTUS that people don't seem to get about? Like, Trump has had a picture with the VIP guy, got a VIP, and he was wearing a t-shirt saying, Q, the greatest president ever. And Trump's got a picture of him. And he had a picture sent to him saying, Q+. Some people are still not getting it, don't mean us lot. But that Rewrite the Stars, go and blast it out. Listen, put the song up with the lyrics, it's brilliant. Put the song up with the lyrics, it's absolute, just gets you going in the morning. That's why you need to, first thing in the morning, I know it's hard to get up sometimes and like you think things, but if you start off with positivity and play some good music, or don't go and switch the news on if it's bad stuff. Put something out that's good. That song gets me every time, especially because I love the video Jenny Hatch did with the JFK Jr. thing, and a lot of her music is off The Greatest Showman on the Earth, and it just makes you like, do, 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 do. But that's what I believe we are. It's not, can we rewrite the stars? We are doing it. Bless all the beautiful peeps who have crossed to the other side. Exactly. Think about them today. I'll have a few more candles on after and just putting that positivity out. What else was there? Oh yeah, I picked some cards. These cards fell out this morning, so I was like, So we've got, after me like, amplify your positive emotions, as I was just talking about emotions. Amplify your positive emotions. Because all negativities make you ill. We know this. Assurance. Oh, I'm assured. Trust the plan. Trust myself as well. Get up and you are on gets me feeling good. Thank you. And the last one was fresh approach, because believe it or not, see the rainbow? These pictures are beautiful. Fresh approach. We are going to have a fresh approach. We are coming to a fresh approach. It doesn't mean it's built in a day. It's going to take time. But we need a fresh approach to everything. We need a fresh approach to the way people are thinking. We need a fresh approach to the way people are being taught, the way our children are being taught. This is fact, by the way. This is fact. This is real. The way, everything. We need a fresh approach, even about money and the way we're paid and jobs and the economy, different things. We need a fresh approach. That's what we're saying. New world order. Stuff you. It's going to be a new world. Your new world order isn't coming in anymore. You were getting there, but it got found out. So we're going to have a fresh approach. The fresh approach is going to mean it's going to be strange. It's going to be hard at times, but we get through it like we get through everything, because new things. What's that saying? We get too comfortable, we get too complacent, we get too used to things. So if we want a new world together, all over the world, things are going to have to change. We need a fresh approach, a fresh approach. It's been stale for years, for decades, for centuries, since time dot. I don't know. It's been very stale. We know it's stale because, like I said, emotions. We're not familiar. We're all feeling it. People have been down for years. People are being depressed. People are ill. People are committing suicide. It's all because they're told stuff that isn't, it's not right. We're taught the wrong way to keep people down and keep people depressed and keep people from feeling what they really feel. And you're being told it's wrong, or this is wrong, or your religion's wrong, or that in religion's wrong, or that's evil. They take parts of stuff and they mix it up so it's in everywhere, so you get confused about everything. Like, I'm not saying I'm telling the truth about everything, but I know part of this is true. We do need a fresh approach. Everything needs to be translucent, like I think one of the Q said, or Trump said, translucent. There's no more need for all this secret societies and secret stuff anymore. We need to know the truth, and that is a fact. You know, you people help me. We are seen as far right, yet we are correct. Look at how much love. Thank you, because at the end of the day, all of you that come on here, I thank you today. You know, we get the shadow mongers in, but hey, that's what you get with positivity. And that's why I say when you come in this chat, I know for a fact people will be feeling a lot better, because we all want the same thing. Yeah, we all want truth. I know I can't get it out properly, and there might be things that people don't believe in, and maybe I get mixed up with stuff, but that's not That's just everything is confusing. There's truth in everything and lies in everything. But I'm just trying to tell people to be positive, and I don't see a problem in that. I get upset. I could get upset now. I get upset because I'm a very emotional person, because I've had things happen to me. I don't see why the world has to be like that. I don't see why people have to be living in pain. I don't see why people have to be starving, and I sort of know why now, because it's been made like that. I don't understand. I do now, because I realise that when people talk about God, don't get offended anyone, some people say, I don't believe in God because why has he done this and why are people dying? Well, let's put it out there. I'm not religious, but I believe in a God, a creator, a source, whatever it is. Because God didn't do these evil things. He gave you a choice to either be the law of one, either good or bad. You can choose what you want to be, and you can choose at any time to swap. So if there's evil people in the world that we class as bad, are doing these things of man-made wars and certain diseases they're chucking out there, as we know if you actually go and research, that isn't God doing it. He gave you the choice. So some people might say, but he gave you the choice. Yes, he gave you the choice. He wanted you to be free to do what you want. But if you choose to be evil or a bad person, and you choose to go along with these people that do this stuff to kill other people, all this bad stuff we know about, in a sense, God didn't put that out there. He wants you to come to realise, maybe in the end, through your path, that you will come to love. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, who defines what good and evil is? But you know what I mean, if you know what I'm saying. But that's just how I feel about things. But at the end of the day, love is the way at the end of the day. If you all came from love, you just wouldn't be doing that. And I do believe in the end we are going to all come to one, as Trump said the other day in a rally, we don't worship the government, we worship God. And then Trey Gowdy was saying, if anyone saw it, where he slipped out the presidents and mentioned JFK Jr. in the presidents, instead all these presidents, and then said JFK Jr. JFK Jr. isn't a president yet, but he will be. That's what I believe. He said, America is meant to be, the what was it, the land of dreams, whatever you call it, is we're all one. You can be what you want to be. You can be what religion you want to be. You can be this, you can be that. So we're all going to come into one meaning. All religion, everything like this, we are all going to become one. The spiritual, even if you're not a spiritual spirit, everything's going to come into one, because we're going to realise that science, alchemy, whatever people call it, magic, this, that, the other, religion, because it's all in the same thing and everyone talks about the same thing. If you get what I'm saying, it's all going to come into one. We're all going to become one. And what that all oneness comes into is love. So when you come into love and you want for other people and you want to give to other people, you get back from giving as well, even though you don't do it to get back, but you do. When you're in love, you won't want to go out and hurt people. You'll see it's a better way to be. But that's just me, and that's what I think. So I'm just saying what I think because I've got a platform to say it. Well, yeah, I mean, that's why I come on here, because I can talk to you lot. We have the shadow people in, but there's not that many of them. There's more of us than there is of them, and that's what I'm saying. There is more of us globally than there is bad people, I believe. Some people don't know what they do, and it's because some people are still awake and they don't want to wake up, they don't want to see. So it's sort of like they will, and in the end, they'll get there in the end. It might take them longer. They'll get there in the end. Yeah, I'm sharing blessings. Frequency, yep. It's all about sound and frequency. We work off sound and frequency, and that's why obviously that song, I was jibbing off that song today. I was like, woo! Most people want to prosper. Exactly. Most people around the world want to prosper. They will tell you they don't, or this, that, and the other. Most people want to prosper, and they want other people to prosper. If you're somebody who does not want someone to prosper, your friends to prosper, you get jealous, this, that, and the other, then you are working out of the shadows, basically, because you're working on a low vibration. Why would you not want your friends to be happy? Why would you not want your family to be happy, even if they get on your nerves, whatever? Why would you not want that for every race around the world? Why? What's the matter with you? because you're not happy within yourself. If you're not happy within yourself, you don't want other people to be happy. No matter what you believe in or what your opinions, you can believe in what you believe in, you can have opinions, but those, jealous. It's just, you're working out of lower. You're just lower vibrating. You need to pick yourself up. It's not easy. It's like Rewrite the Stars when the girl sings the bit of it's not easy, we have mountains to climb, whatever she sings it. We've got doors we can open or walk through, whatever the tune is. It's like, we do have mountains to climb, but you get there, and you get there with good people, and you get there with good friends, and you get there really with people. If you're walking with people who are positive, they will help you. If you're walking with friends that are negative, for example, they might be your friends, but they're still going to bring you down and not want you to move to something better, because they're low vibrating. They don't want you being better than them. They don't want you being happier than them. If you're hanging around with people like that who make you feel depressed and don't support you, these are partners as well. I'm not saying every partner, because, but it's true. You need to start finding new friends. It doesn't mean don't be friends with them, but you don't have to sort of be around them too much. If someone's dragging your energy down, what are you doing? If you're watching things on TV that's dragging you, making you really, really upset, I mean, you need to see things, but you're constantly watching. You can look at it, know about it, but you don't have to constantly keep watching it, like regurgitating it, so they're getting on your feelings and your vibrations. Those vibrations that you can't see all around us are going out. You project. What will come back to you is what you're putting out. Law of attraction, they put out there, don't they? Manifesting. Law of attraction's evil. It's like witches. It's like this. That's seen as it's Halloween. No, it isn't. It's what we do. Your thought turns into matter. What does matter turn into? When you're projecting your thoughts out there, it will come into you. So you've got to be what you want to see in the world. You've got to think what you want to see in the world. You want love, you've got to project it out there every day. Every day. When that thought of badness comes in and something tries to bring you down, because it every day, you've got to think, oh, what was my intention? Oh yeah, let's think about my intention for a few minutes. You can do it while you start at work on your dinner. Oh, that thought's coming again, a bad thought. Right, blast that out of the way. If you don't believe this, then that's fine. But what you put out there will come back. And I was saying the other day, someone was talking about, Harry Potter and all this, that's to get kids buying all the witchy stuff, because they love it, magic and all. Ooh, we've got to get candles, and we've got to do rituals. They do rituals. Their rituals are real, and they're disgusting, because that's they believe it, right? I'm saying, yeah, I like my candles. I love my candles. I do normally set an intention in the morning with a candle, because I love the glow of a candle, the light. I love my incense, because I actually love the smell. You don't need any of this. The Harry Potter thing's just to get kids buying for consuming and this, that and the other, and believing that they buy all this stuff that they're buying, it'll make them magical. You are magical within yourself. You don't need any tools. All it is putting those words out there. Be careful what you say, and totally believing in it. What you project will come back to you. So if you're, teach the kids the truth about shaman. Exactly. We need this more in schools. So they just don't want us to know our power. So if you're always projecting nastiness out, you're always swearing, don't get me wrong, I do it sometimes, you're always cursing, you're always hating on other people, you're always, oh, woe is me, I've not got this, I've not got that, that'll come back to you, because that's what you're putting out. I've not got this. You've got to say it like I have. Even if you haven't, you say I have, because that doesn't know, it just projects back to you. It's a mirror. It's a mirror. You're projecting back. If you're coming from hate and you're projecting hate on people because you're coming from a lower vibration, hate will come back to you. You'll always be, why is it me that this always happens to? Because one, you're not reading the signs, something's trying to help you, and two, you're projecting out from the lower vibrations. Our words are so much stronger than what we think. Yeah, our words can literally make us sick. Exactly. Saying that thing about happy, good morning, and I thought, I know they steal our words and stuff, but morning, what are we mourning for? Let's say greetings. Sound like some alien. Greetings. They are, and you have got to be careful sometimes, but that's just the way I think, so true. Check out Alana Ash on YouTube. She's a clairvoyant. Oh, let me write the name down. But that's just the way I think, and that's what keeps me in high vibrations, because like I said, all these shadow people that come on here, let's say, under the bridge rollers, it's not even their fault. If they're hanging around with people that are pumping out crap all the time, watching the same thing, regurgitating I feel sorry for them. If they start, because the thing is, the rice experiment's going good. That's another thing, as I said the other day, the rice experiment, Dr. Emoto. We are made of water, high percent, most of our body is made of water. Like Bruce Lee said, be like water. It's the water crystals had effect, your words had effect on the water crystals. There was some water that was polluted, the intention of love was put on it, those water crystals were frozen, they changed, they went beautiful. So if your body is made up of so much of water, that means if you tell yourself you're rubbish, you're this, that and the other, therefore your body will change, you will start feeling ill, you'll start feeling depressed. If you tell yourself you love yourself, that's not being big-headed or I love my them. You love yourself, you. Why? Love yourself. Love who you are. Be positive. Higher borderline me. Your mindset, your body will change inside. You can actually heal yourself if you believe it and if your intentions are right. Do not say, yeah, law of attraction, exactly, that's what I'm talking about. People call it different things. It's called different things all over the world. That's what I said about this book. I know about this book. I do this book, but I bought it because I thought it's nice to reprogram yourself, because we get dragged down by things and we've been programmed wrong to believe certain stuff that is not working for us because they don't want us to know our true power. They tell us magic is bad. No, it's not. I think what they used to call magic years ago is like science and different things that, that's why I said all this is going to come into one. Magic, science, alchemy, this, that, and the other, spiritualness. It's all coming into one. It's about to come into one. Yeah, it was in, Amanda, it was in, I think it was 8 parts. I can't remember how much. You got law of attraction, then there was a source, and then you've got the magic, the secret, which is, it was in the works. I saw it the other day and thought I have to pick that up along with a yoga book because I need to start stretching out a bit. I've been told that's evil as well. And I got, these are for Christmas, so I'm going to wrap them up myself. The chakras. And I like this because it had different things in this book of little things on the side, and I like the layout of it. What's the deal? Hey, I'm just talking about, really, Happy Soul Day today because we're celebrating our ancestors and past family and friends. They're still living, but in a different sense. They've passed over into a different dimension. We know they're here. If you're into all that, you feel the presence of spirit, so don't be down about it. But I'm just saying, you can celebrate Halloween, but do remember what the true thing of it is. It's not all about dressing up and sweets and that some people seem to forget about, but still, still celebrate it. But remember, because I've had this candle burning since this morning for the innocence of stuff that we know about, and my family members that have passed, and just sending it out there, and I'll be thinking about that tonight, doing a bit of light working, throwing it out there today. That's my celebration tonight, in a good way, like what the Mexicans do. Like I said before, Day of the Dead, they celebrate the lives of those who've passed over, not to be sad, because they do go on, but it's in a different sense. That sixth sense, different sense. That's how I see it. You can be positive about a lot of stuff. It's your mindset. It's how you are. This is how this works. It's all about, I don't even really need to read this book, but I like to have books and look at stuff. It's all about your mindset and positivity, and you believing that it's already come to you. If it's already there, the universe doesn't know that you've not got it. It just gives it to you. So everyone, please stay safe tonight, vigilant. Yeah, stay safe over it, but stay safe definitely over there, because it's their one of their days today, isn't it? And they're trying to push everything at the minute. So make sure you know where your kids are, people. That's all I'm saying. I've seen the video on Edge of Wonder about national parks and kids going missing, and reminded me a little bit of that one that Tom Hanks put, where there was a lot of shoes on the floor. Does anyone remember on his Twitter? There kept being a lot of kids' shoes, just like one shoe on the floor in random places. Like, what's all? Well, it's not really what's all that about. We know what all that is about, but like I said, not giving them too much attention. But that's why I just believe in the mornings, please set yourself up for a good day by setting an intention of good, and positivity. Yeah, is really creepy. Tom Hanks, we all know about him. A bit like Pharrell at the minute. He's not a Democrat, is he? Oh, Jesus. And we'll see about the thing with the Kanye thing. Deary me, some people. But yeah, it's just about being positive. Hang on a minute. Being positive and setting that intention in the morning to make you feel good. No watching crappy news in the morning. Play some really uplifting music. I would like to know the science behind changing from one state to another, being able to walk through walls. Heard that Antifa was planning riots for the 4th of November. Stay home and the thing is, when is it finished? Is it the 6th, the 8th? They're going to try anything now, as we know, because it's near to that time, isn't it? Because Trump said he was stepping down as well. I was like, well, I haven't seen him say that, and even if he is, we know who's stepping in. That song's getting in my head now. I feel like singing it. What if we rewrite the stars? Do 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 do. It's up to you. It's up to me. No one can say what we get to be. Do 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 do. They've told us what to be, but really, no one can tell us. I'm being positive. You can come and tell me not to be, but it ain't gonna stop, is it? I'm sorry, I've just got that head in my song. I just cannot get it out of my head. What if we rewrite the stars? Da, 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 da. It's up to you. It's up to me. No one can say what we get to be. Don't know the song properly. But it is. It's up to you and me. We're doing it. It's up to you. It's up to me. No one can say what we get to be. Why don't we rewrite the stars? Yep, humans haven't got there yet, but we will evolve. Exactly. I know, bonfire. I know. Do you know what? That's why I don't like bonfire night, because I don't like big bangs and stuff. So I just think it's dangerous. When you've heard of kids setting fireworks off and they've set them off after people and all that, what is all that about? Well, yeah, understanding that only people have sold their soul can do things like that. We are one, we are family. Love you, brothers and sisters. Exactly. We are family. Yeah. I got all my sisters and brothers with me. I've been one of them singing moods today. Not been. Read his words. Whose words? What else was the song that popped in my head today? Oh, I was singing to my son that you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are grey. Do, 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 do. Yeah, you got to be careful of some preachers. I'm not saying all preachers, but some preachers have got in there. Not trying to put anyone down who's religious, and they're spouting a load of cack. Has anyone seen anything about the Pope lately? Because he's spouting cack out at the minute, innit, about abuse and saying, oh, we've got to fight this. You're part of it. You are part of it. Stop lying to the people. Yeah, I love that song. You are my sunshine. I've not heard that for a long time, because the sun was out and I sat in it for a bit with a coffee in the morning, because my church is nature. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are grey. He was laughing his head off and dancing to it. Bonfire night is wrong. Celebrating the death and torture of Guy Fawkes is not good, especially for us Yorkshire people. Yeah. What was he trying to do? Well, do you know what's really weird? Well, it's not weird. I was trying to say this morning or last night is I've never been really massive on Halloween or bonfire night. Not because people say, oh, party poop or whatever. Not because of that. It's not the party thing or anything. It's maybe something was telling me, resonating, like, it's not the truth. Like, Guy Fawkes, what was he trying to do? I think a lot of people will be trying to do that now. That thing around it, I've never liked the big bangers when I was younger anyway. And the way kids do stuff now, and the way some kids have got hurt and stuff, I don't like it like that, because people are setting things off being stupid and they're not being responsible for what they're doing properly, and burning themselves with fireworks when they're going back to, all that sort of stuff, whatever. But if you get what I'm sort of saying, maybe now I realise that maybe it's because, like, all the kids are there with the Guy Fawkes on the floor, asking for money and all that. Do you know what I mean? Like you've just said, we're celebrating something that, have we been told the truth, or are we celebrating something, the death of someone who maybe, not celebrating, sorry, the death of, but so much has been misrepresented to us. We have to do our own research. Exactly. And that's why I say we need a fresh approach to things. It's not even like our holidays, like today, all our holidays. It's not like, let's take the holidays away and abolish them or get rid of them. We need to know the true stories behind them and then maybe make them into something else. So people are seeing what it really is, instead of the ones that took over and then have tried to take over to change it to something. We're celebrating when they're laughing at us because it actually means something else, if you get what I'm saying. Even though to us it doesn't mean that, so in a way we're not pumping that out to the universe, but in a way they hold the power that way because we're doing stuff that we don't know, if you know what I mean. If anyone gets what I'm saying, can't explain it properly, but I know what I mean. So, why was Guy Fawkes trying to blow Parliament up? I also saw something the other day, I can't remember who posted it, I might find it, to say was about the Illuminati again and what the real thing behind it all was. And because they got in there to try and change it, when apparently there was a group that tried to go through the institutions and bring the government down in the monarchy because they knew they were wrong, and they wanted to bring all the knowing out to everybody. And then they came in and got in there and pretended they were in that gang, and then they came down and they messed it all up for us. Secret Societies, yeah. That's what I was watching anyway. Yeah, came to tell the truth because they've been lied to. Tried to put the positivity out there. Tried to tell the masses, but free speech and all that. Tried to shut him down like they're doing now, and then they crucified him. Same old story, cycle. That's what's going on. But this time, it stops, because this time we're gonna rewrite the stars. And she says in that, how can we rewrite the stars? We're doing it because people know the truth now. Like I said, we've got the internet. Everyone's been talking. They didn't have the internet way back when. So truth got out by people going to other countries, talking, travelling, and it got out like that. But now it's got more to the masses because we've got this that was helping them, but it's helping us. So we didn't have all this way back when. Maybe we did, maybe we didn't, I don't know. Way back when. So you could easily be lied to, like about Titanic and stuff. I can easily be lied to. But now we see, because people are posting things, people are posting videos, people are posting off the phone, live events that they've seen. And we get to see it all because people download it. Even if they take it off, people always download things, save things and download it. So that's where they went wrong with inventing the internet, because it's worked against them. And that is a fact. Yeah. Yeah. We are the temple. He is in us, not at the church. Exactly. I mean, I do sort of think, I know why people go to church, because it's that community thing. And, those who do the good, singing and putting that positive energy out, I can see why, if people are feeling lonely, like we all come on here because we're talking about the same thing. It's hard when you haven't got family and friends that talk about the same thing. I can understand why they do that. But also, it doesn't mean because I don't go to church, like I said, I'm not religious. You don't have to be religious, but if you are, that's fine. I'm not saying you don't have to be, but like I said, it's within. You have that knowing because it's within. If we all come from one, we all have the divine spark in us, so therefore we know it's within. And my church is me within, and also nature, because nature is part of it. That's how I see it. But That's fine. If I'm not saying it's a bad thing that you go to church, but remember, there are those out there that have been trying to deceive in those places. But I'm not saying they're all bad, because there's not. There's great ministers, whatever they're called, and priests and stuff out there. But there are a lot of bad ones, as we know, because a lot have been arrested. And then we've got the Pope, who's trying to pump some stuff out there. Apparently, he said sorry to Ireland or something. I saw something the other day. I don't know, but you know. And you can change if you want to change. It doesn't mean you have to be a bad person all your life if you know really you've just been doing stuff because you're getting dragged down off other people, and you've been in a gang where, you know, you've been scared to step out that gang to think different. Well, don't. If you don't believe in something, why are you doing it? If you don't believe in something, why are you saying it? If you don't, that's why I come on here. No one will change my mind because I believe it here. I could be wrong in some things. I may look silly. Don't really care. That doesn't bother me. It bothers other people. That's why they don't do certain stuff. But because I believe it, I feel it. I can feel my emotions. I get very emotional about things. I'm a Piscean. That's what they're like. I get very, very emotional about stuff. So therefore, if I feel it, I feel something's really right, I get really compassionate about it until I'm proved wrong. Like I said, if all this stuff that I've been talking about is wrong, especially the Q thing, in the end I'll come on here and say, right, woo, made myself look a bit of a donger there, but it doesn't matter. We had a good time. We had a good chat. That's what I felt at the time. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But at the minute, it doesn't feel like that. It's more of a, Q helped us. You don't have to be constant on the Q. He helped us. I shouldn't even say he. The team helped us because help needed to come. There was a lot of people waking up. There's been a lot of people awake, but it needed more people to see. You know, that's how I see it anyway. You know, to get you researching. To like I said to my dad before I found it, I was like, what's going on? I don't get it. This feels wrong. Why is all this on the news? And my dad said, if you really want to find out, look at this. And then I was like, upset, but I was like, that's why I've been feeling like this, that things are off, and I just don't get what's going on in the world. I don't understand why it's like this when it shouldn't be. Because really it shouldn't be. These people in charge have made it that way for us to be on lockdown and miserable, you know. But so much going on and so much on the verge of good coming out. That's why they're pushing everything. They don't want it, or they know they've lost, but they'll just keep pushing it until they go down. Yeah, so when you come to love, you just realise there's nothing better. Yeah, there's all sorts of mad things going on, and that's why I said you've got to be careful who you watch, who you hang around with, who you speak with, what sort of thing you're following. Because if you don't really feel that passionate about it, and you're just following something because a friend said, or you know, someone said, you know, this was real or it wasn't real, just because somebody said, and you're not actually looking at the stuff yourself, you can't see if you're not looking. If you're only going off something because somebody said, oh, that was right, or someone said that isn't real, but you're not actually researching, you're not actually looking for stuff yourself. That's why I can talk about the things I'm talking about, because I'm looking for stuff on the internet. I'm looking for stuff here, looking for stuff there, seeing what people are saying. I'm looking at videos. I'm looking on Twitter. I'm looking at I'm looking. So you can't tell me, because I'm looking. When I say you're, I don't mean people on here, I mean other people. If you're telling people something isn't true, but you just sat there because someone told you that, like your mate, but you've not actually gone to check anything out yourself, it's like I said, me and my dad were just having a laugh before about the moon. He said, oh, I was watching a bit of David Icke ages ago. Absolutely, so many people will be shocked because he said before the end, which I think it will be sooner than we think, will be know the truth. Yeah. Oh yeah, Christmas is coming. Look into my eyes and you will see. Exactly, ears to hear. Yeah, ears to hear, eyes to see, a heart to feel. I knew my entire life it wasn't. I've known, but I didn't understand what it was, and then I found that and I was like, oh, this makes more sense now. It all adds up. Yeah. And there's lots of people who've done what Jesus did, you know. But what can I say? That's why I say I feel we know there's good coming, so positivity, you've got to shine it out, whatever. You know, even if we were wrong, which we aren't, even if we were wrong, wouldn't you rather go through all this being positive? I would. But like I said, people who say, oh no, this isn't true, well, have you gone and looked? Or are you just going off what someone's told you and you've looked nowhere? You know? The logical moves are nice to see and hard to feel. Exactly. So this is why I just, you know, don't think when people come on going, oh, blah, 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 and you're like, have you actually looked at it properly? And they're like, no. And they went, well, you can't really comment on it then, can you? Really? But that's what I mean. I believe truth is coming out for all to see, whether you're on whatever path you're on. You're going to see it. It will all come into one. Like I've been trying to tell people that this movement is also part of another movement people can't see. It all will come into one. And it will be seen. Because if you're not, it's about hi Fifth World. It's about uniting, not dividing, not censoring people. Because other places I go, they do a lot of censoring, even though that's what they don't like themselves. But they don't see that it's the same fight with us. So I'm like, oh, dearie me. But like I said, the best one is Trump with the picture of the VIP guy who was at the Trump rally in his Q-top, and Trump's got a picture of him doing this. And the guy who had the interview, and Trump said, oh yeah, you know, about Q, is it real or not? Don't know, it could be, but the Q people are good people. Wait till all that plops out in the media properly. Can't wait. Can't wait. Welcome to the Great Deception. That's what it is. Yeah, exactly. The Great Deception of all time. So I keep telling people, you're not in the world you think you are. People think you're bonkers, like, oh, everyone's talking about the Matrix and the red pill. That's just what we say. That's just what people say. You know, we're not in a reality that you think you've been told. You're watching visions on TV, you know, to be told what the way life is, when it's not actually really that way. And we're taking it back, and we're going to take it back to what it was. And also, I'm not saying this is true, but you know, the other day, because I was just having to think about it, because it's good to think in your own mind and not off what you're being told. The woman who said the triangle this way was, you know, it's that way because that spectrum of light, if light was coming out, would go out and out and out. And then someone in there said, yeah, and the triangle that way was like to the one, which, yeah, I believe that as well. And then I think, well, if they said the pyramids were putting out good vibrations, you know, to hold for the Earth's vibrations and frequency this way, so you'd be getting I'm only saying, not saying it's true, the divine light here, obviously here, from up above, then the triangle below, which is abundance of frequency here at the bottom, would be spreading out on Earth's vibrations, wouldn't it? Because if it's down this way, it's down to the Earth, so the abundance is going that way. Just saying. But yes, I'm in such a high vibrating mood today. You know, when little things come and trickle in your head and people upset you or your kids start getting on your nerves, just think about your intention. Think about your intention, people. What if we rewrite the stars? It's up to you. It's up to me. No one can say what we get to be. It's up to you. It's up to me. It's up to us. That's what we're doing. That song is just brilliant. Our Awake at Walk with the Church. Yeah. There's loads of things. Yeah, it's great. But I need to wow, I just went on. Oh, let me write that down. Sovereign 1. Let me write that down. Is that a channel? Thank you. But that song that I was singing, I can't remember the tune. Because I'm going to write a poem. I'm going to write this song. Let's see if I can remember again what it was. Pyramids were meant to be cubes. Ooh. I'll have to say it again because I'm going to have to find the tune of it. The light of love is shining bright. I can see it in your eyes. Keep on giving out light. Everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right because we've got love on our side. Yay. I know people are going to think I'm batshit crazy, but I just like to, this is just the way I am. I just like to give positivity out. Positivity. A girl like baby. I'll say girl because I'm a girl. Na, 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 na. Ooh. Oh yeah, the Fifth World. Check her channel out. She's got, do you know what actually, Fifth World, before I go, she's got an amazing channel showing you all about the changes, you know, in the sky and everything. It's great. Yeah, there's a cube shape in space. It's in Saturn, isn't it? Saturn. Or Planet X, or whatever it is. I get bloody, can't remember them all, whatever it is. When I was sat in the garden before with my candle, that's been burning since I got up this morning, with my intention of love and light to those who've passed over and the innocents and everything that we know about today. I was looking up to the sky. There was them little spicy little clouds, which I've heard some people call selfs or whatever. And I was like, some of them looked a bit angel-shaped. Oh, and I forgot to tell you. And I was looking up and I was just thinking about stuff. And I looked to the sun. Oh, yeah, that's what I've got to tell you. And I was sort of putting it out there. Secure Team 10 has a good video. Yeah, I think I've seen it. I do like them as well. I was asking for a sign, right? I was like, I have a sign today. Can I have a sign today of something? So I looked to the sun a little bit. I closed my eyes and I was just thinking about stuff. And I got this, where is it? I got this pattern in my eyes. You know, sometimes when you close your eyes, you get a dot. Well, I had loads of different dots and I kept thinking, what is that? So I know it sounds mad. I actually tried to pencil down, oh, where is it? I tried to pencil down the shape of it and it looked, oh, it's here and it looked a bit like this. I'm going to have to highlight it. It looked a bit like this. Something like, it was really intense. Then when I tried to look in me, I can't explain. I think there was more dots on it, and I couldn't get it, and then it faded, and I couldn't see it. It was like this sort of dots, and it was like a triangle here and then a big one there. I think these were bigger and that was lighter, and there was a big one, and I can't remember it. And I was like, what's that? It looked like a star constellation. That's what it looked like to me. Then I took my son to nursery, and because it was sunny, I looked on this wall, and this pattern was there. And I was looking around thinking, what's that bouncing off that's causing that shape to be on the wall, a white wall, and it was really bright, was this shape. What was it now? And I thought, does that sound? I'm sure it was something that looked like this. And it was in bright white light on a white wall, and it sort of was, it was a bit like that, a bit like a flower or a bit like a star. I can't remember if it was that way or that way. I've never seen it before, and I was like, and I was looking around thinking, what's reflecting that off? Are you versed in astrology? I'm not brilliant. I was trying to get into it, but I get distracted by a lot of stuff. So I'm wondering if it is a star system, because I did have these pictures ages ago. Believe you can, and you are halfway there. Not halfway there, totally there. Oh, I'm going to have to look up some star systems, because that's what it looked like. When I close my eyes, I normally see, if you look at normally see one dot, it was it looked like a triangle, then it had some little dots around it, another one, and it sort of, and I thought, to me it looked like a star constellation or something. That's what it looked like. Can I sing to Dolly? I can't take, I can't take my eyes off you. Not at all. I'm versed in seeing things different from, oh yeah, definitely seeing things different from mainstream media. Oh God. But I can't remember, and I don't know if it had like more, and obviously this is the opposite way round. I saw it this way round. More little dots, so I was like, thought if I see that in the sky, I'll be like, oh, what? So I don't know. The fifth world, you are so right. People think they know, but I still a lot have no idea. They are actually just distracted. What's that? That's the... am I missing something here? Are you talking about secure team shot doodad? Are you talking about the videos where it looked like those UFOs? Is that what you're talking about? Because someone was saying they were floodlights, and I was like, they don't look like bloody floodlights, do they? I'll have to check your video out again, because I saw them, some people call them sylphs, and then there seemed to be a lot of like other clouds, and then they disappeared, and then them ones that like sparse out, I call them, like they're all like, I don't know. I'll check it out after. Yay! Oh, you know what? I was just thinking, what the logical muse? You've changed your name, haven't you? I love this chat. It's strange. I feel like I really randomly found it, but I feel like she is my sister. Yay! We are all. Doesn't matter where you are. We're all sisters and brothers because we are all one. And obviously, I see you over on. Is it on Biased on the Fence? We're all. You know, we all look at different things, but we're all together because we are all one. So, and that's the thing as well. You think that when you go on YouTube and you come across a YouTube channel, you're like, oh, I was just thinking about this, and then they were talking about it. It's because, yeah, you were thinking about it because you put it out there, so it came back to you, and then you start finding people that are on your path, wavelength, energy, whatever, because you're meant to find them. I do it all the time. Like, oh my God, I was just talking about blah, blah. I go on Biased on the Fence. He's talking about it. I was just thinking about that before, and he's talking about the same thing, and she's talking about the same thing, and they're talking about the same thing. It's because you're vibing off a different vibration, and you're bringing what you want to see, and those people, like us, that are on the higher vibrations, you're bringing them in. You start feeling negative and watching certain things, obviously it gets recommended to as well. You will start seeing people that are all on the ones where they're all just talking about not really vibrating on the same wavelength, obviously. I still don't think you've seen my angel video. I'm going to link it here. Yeah, link it here and I'll check it out. I'll check it out because I'm going soon. I'll be going out again. It's half day today, Nish, so it's a bit, you know. I might come on tonight, but I'm assuming everyone will be partying away with Halloween. You know, busy with Halloween. Oh, before I go, you're going to like this. On this channel right here that I am on. What? Even us being here, putting out our intentions right, can't read it, right now together, raise, exactly, it's all raising consciousness. That's why they ain't going to win anyway, because people are raising stuff. That's why I said you've got to keep in that mind of, that thought of mind, or whatever the way around. Right, so I said I'm going to design some bag, because this was just a picture that I was sort of faffing around with something, because it says send out love, so I will be doing some, this isn't the design, but I was drawing like a girl blowing kisses out. You know, it's all about love. Bye, later my ducks. I don't party. Yeah. And then when I was sat in the garden, they are blocking it 100%. That is why I'm thankful that you let me put, if it's positive, post it on here. You don't have to sit in church. No, you don't have to. And I understand why people do though, so I won't knock the people who do, you know, as long as they're putting good intention. Like someone said on Edge of Wonder, they were talking about the witch trials, the real witch trials, saying, We're not talking to people who, if you're saying you're a witch and you're putting good intentions out, it doesn't matter what label you're classing yourself as. If you're putting good intentions out, we're not talking about you. We're talking about people like Hillary and Abramovich, I can't remember what her name is. All them sort of people. You can be whatever you want to be, but it depends what intention you're putting out. So I'm sat in the garden putting good intentions out. The fifth world is it at the what? I will have a look, but put it on here and I can tap on it. So when I was sat in the garden, I started drawing. Oh, where is it? I started drawing a picture because I was thinking about today being Halloween. I'll say Happy Soul Day, you know, Day of the Dead, thinking about the ones who've passed over in a good way though. Celebrate it. Is this just came into my head. I'm going to go. Please check Discord, and I will. Thank you. Bye. I drew this. You can't see it properly because it's just a crayon design, and I haven't gone over it yet. Okay, let's know where totally blocking. That's definitely, oh my gosh. Oh, they'll block if you're putting truth out or anything. That's how you know you know. So it's people, kids, boys, girls. Because I was thinking about people who've passed and the stuff we know about. So I drew this. So instead of jack-o'-lanterns, I've put these are going to glow like heart lanterns, you know, glowing for the people that we've, so I'll have to show you when I finish. I don't know if you can see, angel wings are here, and there's a star here, thinking about, because this is the sort of stuff I do. I was just sketching in the garden while I was thinking about stuff with the candle on, and this is the design that came up, because I was sending that positivity out to those who've passed, you know, to remember. A bit like we've got Remembrance Day over here on Sunday, and my son was walking to school going, "Look at them big flowers, mummy, they're beautiful." I said, "Do you know what they're for? Our fallen soldiers." We remember, he went, "Yeah, they're beautiful," and then he was shouting out, "Soldiers, soldiers," to the flowers. So soul family. We're a soul family. We're all a soul family. The soul family pass on after. You can feel the vibration. So, you know. Oh, I'll go over. I promise I'll go over straight after. And have you put it in here? Or you put it on after? I will. Can I? If I go to your channel, is it on there? Have they tried to take it off? Because if not, stick it in the comments after here, and I will look after it. Because I was looking at the sky. I was seeing all these, something that looked like. I was like, and I just love looking up at the sky, clouds, the light coming through the clouds and everything. I'm like, oh, I'm going to stop. I don't want to hijack the chat, but this kind of stuff makes me insane. Oh, don't worry about it. It's all positive, you know. I really want everyone to see the pink one. I just can't believe this. No wonder. Your videos are gorgeous, the colours. I've seen the, like, I don't know if you can see it through a certain lens, but when I shut the door, I can see, when the moon's out, I can see different colours around the moon and stuff like that. It's like, So I'm going to go, but I'm just saying, enjoy your night today. Keep safe, though, today, you know. But enjoy what you're doing, but also think about those who have passed over to different dimensions. But do send them all love, and to the ones that we know about who have, you know, what those have done. You know, send them love as well. And I may see you after if I see something, but I'm assuming everyone's, you know, up to, you know, trick-or-treating or whatever. Girl, what channel is PS? Oh, it's, why can't I think of the name? It's, Patriot Soapbox. We the People Patriot Soapbox is that initial. The Fifth World, thanks. Check out Fifth World's videos. The Fifth World, thanks again. Yeah, check them out. By the way, I will be making some 342 hertz wind chimes. That's brilliant soon. You can choose the scale and keys, etc. That's beautiful. But if beautiful people will be interested in that, tell Dolly so that she can tell me. Oh, yeah. Check out, I never can say your name. Is it Organon Heart? Check his channel out because beautiful jewellery. Actually, I don't even know if you're a man or woman, do I know? check the channel out. Beautiful loving energy jewelry and all the stuff they're saying now is brilliant. Please check that out, because you know, people make handmade stuff from the heart creatively for good energy is brilliant. You know, we've all got to support each other. It's not about being jealous of people and being this. We've all got to support each other in all those things. Yeah, We the People's 24/7 soapbox. Yep. And that's beautiful to do. 342. I listen to music in 342. Blast all that stuff out. This is what I mean about. This is what I mean about showing the cards. You know, especially this one. Fresh approach. We're gonna have a fresh approach to everything. Amplify your positive emotions, people. Positive emotions, not negative. Assurance. It's coming, people. Like I said, I'm getting to work on my bags next, so that is going to keep me a bit busy. I'm going to be tonight, I'm going to have candles on, thinking about stuff, seeing if there's any good films on. I'm going to watch a film tonight, snuggle up, and we'll see what's what. We'll see what comes on about Kanye, because I think people are taking it the wrong way. He isn't a politician, even if he said he's stepping away from politics. He's not a politician anyway, so that doesn't matter. It does not mean he's stepping down from supporting Trump. No. Yes, Ollie, but they are hiding it. We will get it done somehow. Thank you for your time. Yeah, we will. Hiding what, sorry? Hiding what? Yes, at Organite Heart. I'm saying Organ. I can't say it properly. Website. Please go to there to check the channel. Rally tonight. I might try and stay up, but they're always late. And I said I was getting an early night last night, and I didn't. And I really need to get an early night, so I'll probably end up watching it tomorrow. But yeah, because someone posted something about Trump stepping down. I was like, no, he's not. And even if he was, someone will be stepping right back in. So yeah. As my granddad's favourite song was, seen as we're talking about those who have passed on, I am going now over. His favourite song, or is still his favourite song, is What a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong. What a wonderful world. We're told it's bad, but we can make it good, and we are doing, you know. They've told us that. No, I know he's not stepping down. Someone was reporting this and I was like, no, he's not. And even if he did, we know who'd be put in place. But see, some people just read things and they're like, they won't go and look at other stuff. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's bad because they made it that way. I don't believe it ever was bad. They came in, made it bad. They've made it bad. And we're going to make it great again. Promises made, if I've got it the right way. Promises kept. Oh, yes. America first and then the world. Freedom for humanity. Hi, I'm going now. So have a great Halloween. Happy Soul Day. Happy Day of the Dead, as in, you know, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to the beginning. Enjoy yourself. Keep safe. And where we go on, we go all. Bye.